Glitch has finally released the long-awaited teaser for Murder Drones Episode 7. Though it was only 30 seconds long, it still showed off so much in such a small amount of time. Unfortunately, I missed it midstream. However, I did see it. I'm going to break it all down for you right now. The title is called Final Destination, and it may be a subtle reference to the movie of the same name, which if you know Murder Drones, you would know that most of the episodes are based off of horror films. In the movie Final Destination, the main character has a prediction and he sees the plane explode and tells everyone to get off the plane so no one dies. 8 people leave the plane and see the plane blow up, making Alex, the main character, correct the entire time. But bit by bit, they slowly start to die throughout. So this may mean that episode 7 will be called Final Destination, and we'll see Uzi having a premonition has to save everyone with the knowledge of this upcoming event. We first get a shot of the hallway where we can see the tail of a sentinel as well as the cables that are used to hold the elevator which broke in the previous episode when V stayed to fight the sentinels. Next we get a shot of what looks to be a mine shaft, followed by the shot of a desk with an old-fashioned monitor and a desktop with a desk lamp on top. And you can clearly see help written out on the wall, and just before the shot changes you can see what looks to be something burning. As well, we can see inside a locker room with lockers 048 and 024 being shown and others that are blurred out. And locker 048 has the name Yiva on it, and underneath it reads "Do Not Disturb." Next we see a red eldritch-like creature all over the walls in this shot, which looks similar to what we saw in the first teasers. Next we get a close-up shot of 2 gold-plated skulls with a fire burning beneath them, and I think that they're probably supposed to be candles or something. We also get a shot of what I used to refer to as the underground castle. However, many people have told me it's actually a cathedral or a church, which is much more evident in this particular shot. And you can see golden beams of light shining through every hole in it, and it may not even be underground at all like I had originally thought, since if you look closely it seems to be raining all around, which means it's above ground. You can also see the rain in the last shot of the skull candles, meaning that this is part of the cathedral with no doubt. We get a close-up shot of the door and you can clearly see 2 statues on the left and on the right. Also throughout the teaser there is no dialogue, only an ever-accelerating heartbeat, and it may be at this very door that Yiva and Nori will emerge from. Don't believe me? Look closely at the pillar here right in front of the door. It looks very similar to the pillar beside Yiva in the last teaser we had. Next we get a very fast flash of a warning that reads not to be overdramatic but core collapse. Next we have more shots inside and a monitor shown with the same error as earlier, and it's revealed that the source of all this red light is a monstrous hole in the ground that looks to have teeth surrounding this. I don't know about you, but this looks like the work of Sin to me. It's got her name written all over it. We get a closer shot of the hole and there's even more teeth, and it's even nastier than we thought before. Confirming that the cathedral's outside is a shot atop a hill with red lights beaming, as well as a swirling storm of clouds above it. We also get a shot of N looking scared and very concerned, and inside the church we can see what the human beings have been up to walking around, so they're not all dead like we originally thought, and they look to be working for someone or something. Next we have a shot of Uzi up close with the absolute silver eye with a red tint on it. She may be losing control here, and that's maybe why N is looking on in such concern. And deeper inside we can see a person being hung by chains. It's hard to make out who this is, but let me know down in the comments. Also we can see the skull symbols from earlier. Tessa is seen holding a sword behind her head and it looks like it's about to slash whoever's in front of her, and that's none other than Uzi, since you can clearly see her beanie to the left of this shot. And we can also see what looks to be the inside of the Cabin Fever Labs, and Uzi is staring at a monitor that's gone to red static. And she may have just learned the truth about JC Jensen's true intentions, further proving that it's inside a lab is a JC Jensen branded cart on the right of the shot, and what looks to be on the monitor is a recording of someone stopping across with their absolute solver program. And at the 24-second mark into the teaser you can see a dog for a single frame, and it says this dog does not appear in the episode, feast your eyes while you can, which probably is one of the voice actors' dogs, which I kind of find hilarious. We also see Uzi on the ground appearing to be hurt, with N with an open hand signal to be handed something. Next we get an image of Nori like how we saw with the Yiva one back in episode 3, The Promenade. And if you look closely, what seems to be on the photo is the same skull we saw inside the church, so maybe Yiva and Nori worked for JC Jensen inside this church. We also finally get a shot of N, and he looks to be taking the fight 100% seriously, as his eyes now have a red glow and a huge X on it. We're finally gonna see serious N after all this time. We see a JC Jensen worker standing fearlessly in front of a creature's claws. Uzi is also shown holding her bleeding eye, so maybe her solver eye went out of control and damaged her, that or maybe someone harmed her. And that may be dull because we see her in the next shot. And at the very end we finally get the long-awaited release date, and the new episode will release on March 29th, 2024, presumably at 3 PM Eastern Standard Time, just like the teaser. But let me know down in the comments if I missed anything. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and I can't wait to see episode 7 in 2 weeks. Goodbye.